This video is brought to you by Squarespace.
So, are we doing this?
Let me show you how to shake your lemonade. And you don't have to jump on anybody's train. Don't you sweat it when they're throwing you the shade. You can make it. You can make it. Pinky up, sip a cup of tea. Yeah, looking down from where you thought you'd never be. The paparazzi flash casting on the scenes. You can make it.
I don't know how Stephen has convinced me to do this. We're starting a podcast.
I've always wanted to do a podcast, and there are so many stories that we haven't shared with you guys yet. And we thought a podcast would be the best way to do it, so we can just sit down and chat.
We have recorded a trailer, so can we show you that first?
Hi, we're Stephen and Jess from Flying the Nest, and for the past 5 years, we've been traveling the world full time.
We've been lucky enough to go to 85 countries, all while sharing these incredible moments over on our YouTube channel.
But there are only so many stories you can share in a 15-minute video.
Which means there are a lot of stories that we haven't shared with you.
Like the time we almost got kicked out of our villa on our wedding day.
All the time Stephen thought he was going to die in Laos.
Plus, we're going to share the story on how we broke up.
So let's tune in every second Wednesday to share some stories from Flying the Nest.
We're doing a video and audio podcast, and you can find it where all good podcasts are found. Yep, so the podcast is going to be audio, linked below to where you can find it, iTunes, Spotify, all of it. Plus, we're going to be doing a video podcast as well on our new second channel, Stories from Flying the Nest. And our very first episode drops on Wednesday, and we cannot wait to see what you guys think of it. Plus, we're thinking of having some guests in our podcast. Alrighty, are you ready?
I'm excited.
Alright.
Shall we clear the podcast room? So we don't call it the study anymore. It's called the podcast room.
Fancy.
Fancy.
Hey, you don't have cool lights on.
What? They were on before. Quickly close it. Go.
Okay, take two.
Okay, take two. With the cool lights.
Do you like it? This is so professional.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
your seat.
Oh,
Our seat.
oh, look at that.
I know. And your headphones. Yeah. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Testing. That's so cool. It's so professional.
I
You
know.
did such a good job.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yes, this is so exciting.
Stephen, I think, has just come off one of the busiest weeks of his life.
Oh, I feel exhausted, but I feel so good.
Well done.
Thanks. I think for the last week, I've pretty much locked myself in the office/now podcast room. I'm so happy that it is out now. I've seen all you guys going through the course, sharing your little stories with me. Amazing. Thank you once again for all the support.
Stephen's been having the biggest smile on his face all morning, being like, Jess, I can see someone's completed 20% of the course and stuff, because he can see how far you guys have gone. But he's worked so hard. The course ended up being 6.5 hours long.
Yeah.
6.5 hours of content of teaching you how this guy edits. And I'm very proud of him because he has been working his butt off. And then on top of that, we decided to film our first podcast episode. So he's had a very, very busy week. So I told Stephen, you know what? I asked you guys, would you be interested in a Q&A, because we haven't answered your questions for so long, and so many of you said yes, and we got hundreds and hundreds of questions. So Stephen has screenshotted a bunch of them. I've also screenshotted a bunch, and we're going to go through and answer some questions.
Over a nice coffee with the coffee machine you got us.
Yes, we've actually been using it. Oh yeah, I did get a lot of questions asking for us to share our breakup story, because I mentioned it a couple of Instagram stories ago, and so many people were like, oh my gosh, I want to hear that story. So we actually shared it in our first ever podcast episode. So make sure you listen to that next Wednesday.
I'm pretty sure I got sweaty when you asked me, because we haven't talked about this in years.
Jump on there. I can't remember the conversation, but it kind of went along the lines of, hey, no, kind of, we're over. And I cried all night.
Oh, Steve.
Make me sound so bad. But
So
yes,
now we're on the podcast. Why did you do it, Stephen?
Oh wow, we're jumping straight into it. This is
This has turned into couples therapy.
I'm getting a bit sweaty in here. It's springtime's come on. Is it just me? I need a sip of ginger beer.
I got him more nervous now.
All right, so someone actually said, do you have baby pictures of you and me that we can put side by side with Hunter? So we should definitely, right now, we'll put a picture of me, a picture of Stephen, and a picture of Hunter, and you tell us who you think she looks like.
They're gonna say me. Everyone says me.
Except for my parents, they say she looks like me.
Oh, she does on certain angles. Okay, Emma says, do you wish that the weather was cooler where you live? So if you guys didn't know, Perth has a Mediterranean climate. I think it's one of 3 places in the world. So if you've been to Greece, that's literally how Perth feels like. We went there for our wedding day and I was like, it feels like we're at home.
And it's just as windy here as it is on Mykonos.
Yeah, but no, Perth has the best weather.
Plus, you're asking us right at the end of our winter. So right now, all we're wanting is sunshine. Today it's 29 degrees Celsius in spring. So it is such a beautiful day. Someone asked, do you plan on keeping your home in Perth once you guys start traveling more?
Oh, that's such a good question.
Yes, because I bet you a lot of you were like, wait, you guys kind of travel full time and now you're buying a house?
Yeah, so I think we kind of needed a place because of what's going on in the world, and also because of Hunter, we just didn't know what was going on. We've discussed this. We're thinking when we decide and if we can go full-time traveling in, we might just rent the place out. And
so we're going to enjoy having a home while we can, and then once COVID is kind of over and we can go and explore the world again, we'll pack this up, rent it out, and probably start full-time traveling again.
All right, Taylor says, because of course the theme of last week's episode, do you guys plan on starting any Christmas traditions with Hunter? And literally yesterday, we were just watching TV and Jess was like, I bought something. Do you want to know what it is? I'm like, what have you bought? She's like, it's for Hunter. It may be for Christmas. What did you buy?
Wait, was the question about traditions?
Yes.
Oh yeah, so it is to do with that.
Yes, it is.
So Steve and I have always talked about, we would love every Christmas Eve when we have a kid is to give them a box, and then in that box is like Christmas slippers, Christmas pajamas, a Christmas movie, a mug, and like cookies and a carrot for Santa and the reindeers. And then someone was selling a Christmas box that I think you could like engrave with the name on it. And I was like, this would be the perfect box to start that tradition. So I bought a box.
She bought a box. If you guys have any like cool Christmas traditions, I think someone told us about that one and we thought it was so cool. So if you have any, we can start with Hunter. Like, let us know because she's a little bit obsessed with Christmas.
I am, and I'm also obsessed with the idea of doing traditions every year. Did you have any traditions when you were little?
I just remember having a Santa sack. Does that count as a tradition?
Yeah, I would say that. That's what my mum and dad did because we would always, because it's like I'm one of 4, so there's 4 kids all very excited about Christmas. They knew that we would
on Christmas
We would put on Christmas plays. I'm pretty sure I have some photos and videos I can pop up now. It's very embarrassing.
Will your brothers let you?
Yeah, they would let me. It's more embarrassing for me because I'm like literally 12 doing these like Christmas plays. So that was definitely a tradition, is that on Christmas Day we would put on a performance. I actually still have. We would make little
like pamphlets, like brochures
about like what's going to happen in the play and when the intermission would be and stuff like that.
Like, you know when you go to the theatre and you get like a playbill?
Yes, I would make our own playbill. And another tradition we would have, is because my parents knew we would wake up really early. So I think the rule was we can't wake them up until 6 a.m. So whenever we'd wake up, there would be a sack full of little presents and lollies and stuff. So we would all, of course, wake up at like 3 a.m. all get together and open those up while mum and dad still slept. So I thought that was a very clever idea as well.
That's actually super smart.
Yeah. We also had a tradition that we would put our Christmas tree, we would put our Christmas tree up at like in October. Yeah.
Okay.
We should start that tradition.
It's September.
Yeah, so we've got a month to go.
Oh, yeah. Let's just keep moving on before she's like, oh, we had this other tradition. Do you both edit together or does Steve come up with Hunter subtitles? Hunter comes up with Hunter subtitles. What are you talking about? Okay, speaking of like Christmas, I suppose the other opposite, do we have any Halloween plans? I mean, Halloween really isn't celebrated here in Australia, but if you guys would like us to do a Halloween vlog.
It's kind of celebrated in Australia.
Yes.
Like recently I posted on my story showing that some of our stores already have Christmas stuff coming up and they were like, wait, don't you have Halloween decorations come out then Christmas? But because we don't really celebrate it here, the stores really more get into Christmas, but there's like a little bit. So we could do something Halloween-y.
Like, I'm pretty sure someone has sent, what was his name from Ratatouille?
Yes,
Remy
and the mouse. Ratatouille.
What's...
Remy and Ratatouille.
Is his name Ratatouille?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
People keep sending us this costume and it reminds them so much of like Chef Stephen with Baby Hunter.
So,
and then it meant that what would I dress up as? The evil guy with the long nose.
You kind of have his nose. I'm kidding. But if you guys want a Halloween vlog...
You know, my parents used to, because my parents are very into like holidays, and we used to do Halloween. Like Mum used to make paper mache spiders and hang them at the front of our house.
Wait, did you dress up as a witch? Is that a photo I can remember, or was that just...
That was Eliza.
Oh, that was Eliza.
I dressed up as Jasmine. We could do Halloween. I remember we were like the only house on the street that would decorate for Halloween, but it was just fun.
Yeah, it is pretty fun. Maybe we'll put something on.
Oh, someone said, do you miss sleeping in a new hotel bed every few days, or is home routine our new true love?
Yeah, so we've been home since March.
Yeah, and it's funny because you think that you'd get sick of going into like sleeping in different hotel rooms every few nights, but I miss it. I love it. Like the excitement of going to like a new place to stay every few days.
Yeah, that's I think the thing we love about travel so much is that it's such an event that you just get so excited. I'm sure all of you can relate that's been traveling. You just get so excited for it, and of course thankful because of our job that we're able to do it. So one of the perks has definitely been able to stay somewhere new.
Like every few days. I love it. I think it's so fun. So it's actually weird staying in one place for so long. Jess, what is one quality you wish Hunter will get from Steven and vice versa? I hope one quality Hunter gets is Steven's curly hair.
I think she has got that the minute we like put her in the water.
And I also hope that Hunter gets your drive.
Like the car?
No, you're like determination
like
to drive for life. And I do definitely hope Hunter drives like Steven because I'm a really bad driver.
So I hope Hunter gets your blonde hair, which I think is coming through. And also I hope she gets your like motherly qualities, because you can just see how much you love Hunter, and I hope she gets that.
Thanks.
Cheesy questions.
Cheesy time.
Now to something more important.
Yes.
Are you getting a PlayStation 5? I managed to pre-order one. Jess was like, okay, if you can get the course done this week, that's your drive. I'll let you pre-order one, seeing as I've got a birthday coming up. And yes, I managed to pre-order one in time.
You're very excited, aren't you?
I'm very excited.
Except I told him, when does it come out? In November?
Comes out in November.
So I told him I'll wrap it up and put it under the Christmas tree and you can open it up on Christmas Day.
My birthday's next month, so I'm technically getting a 1-month-old birthday present.
A lot of people asked, why is baby Hunter so cute?
Should we just ask her?
What's your favourite part about being parents so far?
It's kind of cool. You just, one day, you're just the most selfish person in the world because you just need to look after yourself. And then the next day, you're like, oh, I've got this blob that I need to like care for. I think that's the fun thing. There's like this new kind of human in our tribe, which is really fun. I think I love that. Like you look after her. She's so like funny. You just chill out with her, and it's just.
She already has such like a little personality, which I love.
Yes.
Like my favorite thing right now is that she's just started to learn how to laugh, and you never know what's gonna make her laugh. And suddenly you do something and she laughs and you're like, oh my gosh, she's finding this funny, and you keep doing it and she laughs, and then the next time you do it, she doesn't laugh. And you have to find out what's the new thing that's gonna make her laugh.
What was you laughing that you were saying strawberry?
She like one time. And then I try now, and every now and then I see her, I'm like, strawberry? Did you get the strawberry? Did you pick up the strawberry? Did you pick up the strawberry?
So Paulina said, we know you've traveled with your families, but have you ever traveled with friends other than last year's Disney crew with the Grinch series? I.e., would you like to travel with the Griffs?
Oh, the Griffins.
Griffs.
We love traveling with other people, hence why you probably have seen over the years we've traveled with a lot of tour groups.
We do small groups, we've done family, the Grinch series, but...
Who else have we traveled with? We've traveled with friends before.
Yeah,
we've traveled with my family before, but this was before Flying the Nest.
Yes.
So I definitely want to travel with my family on like a big... We've traveled with my brother Drew, a whole series through Canada and America. We've traveled a lot with your sister Cleo.
Yes. But I suppose with like friends, I think was the question. No, I don't think we've traveled too much. It's super
much.
hard because Ashley, who's a Griff, is a teacher.
He's a teacher, so we can only travel during school breaks, and then they also keep popping out kids.
Yes.
So every time we're like, let's plan a trip, and they're like, oh, I'm kind of due to have a baby then, so I'm like, damn it.
But I think we've always wanted to go on a trip with them. We'll just have to...
One day. One day. This is a good one.
This is a goodie.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about driving across Australia? And our answer to that is that if we wanted to drive all around Australia, we would need something to drive. Hinting about something that may be happening in the future. Moving on.
Moving on. Okay. That was too much of a hint, Jessica. We just wanted to say a huge thank you to our good friends over at Squarespace for partnering up with us on this video. So if you are new around here, Squarespace is the amazing all-in-one platform where you can create a website or blog super easily. Whether it's a spot to showcase your past trips, recipes, or family updates, their award-winning 24/7 customer service and designer templates can get you online quicker and easier. You can check out their professional customizable portfolio designs, gallery templates, and powerful blogging tools like simultaneous posting, which means when you hit publish, your post goes straight out to Twitter, Facebook, and other social media platforms. So you can go and check out squarespace.com for a free trial, and if you're ready to launch, make sure you check out the link in the description below to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Now, let's get back to the questions. Okay, quickfire.
Okay, to me?
To you, yeah.
Oh my gosh, hang on, let me have a sip of coffee.
It's Paulina again. Paulina whipping out all the good questions. Paulina says, favorite color?
Yellow.
Food?
Avocado on toast.
Disagree. Favorite movie?
Mamma Mia.
Song?
Ooh. Oh, what's that song that always comes in the car and I love it? And it's like, went to bed at 1.
Oh yeah, the one.
Or maybe probably Dancing Queen by ABBA.
Good one?
Yeah.
Favorite book?
My favorite book was probably
Twilight. Oh, Harry Potter.
No. I think the best book I
Sister's
ever
Keeper?
read. Oh, that was a good book.
That was a good book. Bad movie, good book.
Bad movie, good book.
Okay, favorite board game?
Oh, probably maybe Codenames.
Oh,
Or Telestrations with a big group of people. Very
yes,
fun.
we did it for New Year's like 3 years ago.
And
with
there was like 10 people. It
and
was so fun.
good. Cool.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, Paulina
Just fired at me. Wait, and I want to do that to you.
Oh, okay.
Where's Paulina?
It's from the Flying the Nesters, so it's a little...
Stephen Quickfire.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I've never heard these questions before.
Favorite colour?
Sky blue.
Oh, favorite food?
Like a burger.
Yeah,
And
grilled
it's so
burger.
grilled. Oh, so good.
Places. You can say place. What's your favorite place? Right now, I feel like my favorite place is Greece, just because I really want to get back to Greece.
Yeah. Let's just
What?
say Greece.
Copycat.
Okay.
Favorite movie.
Pirates
You
of
didn't ask me
Caribbean
this. Oh, you did.
I did.
Song? It's hard
What's
one,
the song?
isn't it?
Dance don't fall.
Stop stealing my songs. Or maybe my favourite song is like one of the John Legend Christmas songs from his Christmas album.
Oh, yes. Good Christmas album.
It is. Board game?
It's like Settlers of Catan or Ticket to Ride.
Okay. What? You didn't ask me all
I'm sorry.
questions. Another question was Disney character.
Okay, what's your favorite Disney character?
Probably, oh my gosh, it's hard. My favourite Disney character, probably Lilo and Stitch.
That's two people.
I like Lilo and
What,
Stitch.
the depressed one or the monster?
I also like Moana.
Oh yeah,
Who's yours?
Baby Moana, Big Moana.
Big Moana.
Why did I find that so funny?
We're not even sleep deprived. We're not even sleep deprived anymore. That's the thing. Hunter has started to sleep through the night again. Thank you. Touch on wood. I think he's just delirious.
Yeah. Thanks, Paulina.
Are you planning a great place to take Hunter for her first major trip? Now, if COVID wasn't a thing, we would actually be leaving in December to go to South Africa for
Yes.
a huge family reunion. There was going to be a wedding. We were going to have Christmas with all our family. It was going to be amazing.
Like, we literally have Airbnbs
booked.
booked.
We can't cancel them right now. They're not letting us.
No, we have to wait until closer to the date. Like, there's a trip booked there that we need to wait to get refunds on because...
In Australia right now, we actually aren't allowed to leave the country. So there's no way we could go there. So that was going to be our great trip for Hunter. When the borders do finally open, I feel like the first place we're going to is Greece. I don't know why, but I really feel like going there. We would love for Hunter to have her first birthday in Greece and stay at the hotel where we got married.
That would be so
We
good.
thought that'd be so nice. So that's in June. So hopefully June next year,
Yeah.
we can get to Greece.
So Megan said, the first video that got me hooked on you guys was when you did the surprise trip, when you rocked up to the airport. Would you guys do this as a family? More mystery, spontaneity. It was so much fun watching watching you experience something new like that.
I would love to. I totally would go to the airport with Hunter with an envelope and just find out where we're going.
Yeah, that would be wicked, definitely.
Like, if we can do that again in the future, once like everything's back to normal, like we will 100% do a series like that again.
Are you going to sign Hunter up for any sports when she's older, and why?
We've talked about this before, and we definitely want Hunter to experience all different types of sports, and whatever she seems like she's interested in, we're definitely going to help her with that. Yeah. But at the moment, her interest definitely is water. Even though she's so little, like she absolutely loves water. And here in Perth, when they are, well, they can already start swimming lessons at like when they're first born, so that's what she's doing. She can actually go and start like, it's kind of like a little lifesavers program called
like
Little
a surf club.
It's like surf club. So you go down to the beach, and when they're 2, it's more learning about the sand and the sea creatures. But as you get older,
I'm chucking her on the surfboard.
as you get older, it's kind of like learning about the safety of the ocean, and then you slowly learn how to surf and stuff like that.
How cute would that be?
Little Hunter surfing.
Yeah, that would be cute. So I think that's the only one we have planned right now. And then if she...
Whatever she shows interest in, we'll let her do it.
Stephen, what would you like to learn in the kitchen that you think is hard or impossible for you to make? Chef Stephen is like the best cook. Jamie Oliver, what? By the way, if there is anything you guys want me to cook, we thought like one episode would be quite funny to like maybe cook something from around the world that could be
some of like favorite dishes that we've tried in other countries,
like papanache or something like that. So if there is something you want Chef Stephen to try, not burn down the house, please send your suggestions through.
Someone asked, Jess, can you please discuss your one and only shift at Target in Surrey? Now, if you don't understand what that means, back when we lived in Canada 5 years ago, I got a job, and it wasn't at a Target, it was at a Shoppers Drug Mart in Surrey, in Vancouver, and I didn't have one shift, I had 3 shifts. And I feel like this is definitely a story that I can share on the podcast.
Yeah, I think so. Not to like tease it.
It's just there's some very long stories that are definitely, you know, I can't talk on a vlog for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'll save that one for the podcast.
So I had to Google arvo. Can you give us some other Aussie slang words?
Oh yeah, so arvo means afternoon.
Like Australian slang is just, let's just shorten everything.
So instead of service station, it's the servo.
Instead of like where you get alcohol, it's the bottle-o.
Instead of McDonald's, it's Macca's.
And then if you're like a tradesperson,
you're a tradie.
If you're an electrician, you're a sparky. If you lay bricks, you're
a brickie.
If you're like a truck, you're a ute.
If you're a truck, you're a ute.
And
if you're a cooler box, you're an esky.
And then if you need to do like a U-turn,
it's called a Yui.
So like if you put that all into a sentence. I was driving in my ute, I did a Yui to go back to the servo to get a bunch of smoke and a slab of beer from the bottle-o.
And then went down to the beach, opened up my esky.
And then realised I'm a sparky and I had to go to work.
Please try to translate that sentence.
Kaylee, maybe? Said, do you plan to live in Perth forever? And I think like we get this question quite a lot.
And we've spoken about this a lot.
We have spoken about this a lot?
Because I feel like as the years have gone by, we've always said, oh, where would we want to live? Where would we want to live? And then the more countries we go see and the more places we go and explore, the more we really feel like Perth is home.
Yes. I mean, yeah, wow. Like I think if you live in Perth, you're like, oh, Perth is boring. There's nothing to do here. Like you've traveled the world. Wouldn't you want to go live in like London or, you know, Canada or something? And I think every time we go away and come home, we realize how much this is home.
Yeah, like when I see the plane landing in Perth, you get that like fuzzy feeling of like, oh yay, I'm home. And I love how much Perth is we're so chilled back, so relaxed. The weather's so good here. We have everything here not too far away.
Yeah, and it's not crazy traffic. We have some of the best beaches in the world. We have good
property's
coffee.
Really affordable here.
Yeah, property's super affordable.
Like you can live really close to the beach for not like such expensive prices. I love Perth so much.
And you know, who knows, maybe we'll try and live somewhere else. Like we're not saying this is it, but
it's fun. Like I don't know, I feel like, you know, when they say where would you live when you retire, I always see us coming back to Perth. Alright, so someone said, what's COVID like where you live right now? Which I think is a good question because we haven't talked about it too much. So back in March is when everything happened, and Western Australia kind of went into like a lockdown where everything was really restricted. All the shops closed, all the restaurants closed.
Western Australia right now is not even part of Australia.
No, so since March we've been locked off from the rest of Australia and we haven't opened our borders since, which there are good things to it, which means that we were able to basically eradicate COVID. So the only cases that have been happening of COVID since we've had for 100 days or something is just someone that may be coming in from overseas that's coming home and they're in hotel quarantine and they might have COVID, but we haven't had any community spread for over 100 days. And that means that when you watch us on the vlogs, a lot of you are asking us when you see us out, why aren't you wearing a mask? Or you saw us going on the plane to Broome and no one was wearing masks, but that's just because basically
we're in a bubble.
We're in a bubble of COVID free zone kind of,
yes.
It feels like. So that's why it is a good thing that the state borders have closed for so long. But the only issue with that is that all my family lives in Queensland and my brother lives in Melbourne, which means that none of my family have been able to meet Hunter. We actually had a look to see if we were allowed to leave Western Australia, but we were told...
So you can leave WA, it's just literally it's illegal
to come back in without a special pass. And so we even tried to apply for a pass and we got declined because we didn't have a good enough reason that we were leaving the state. So we're really scared that if we left the state, first we could... Oh, Hunter's awake. Let me just go get her. You can explain how we could get COVID if we left, which is a bit scary.
Yeah.
But also, we don't want to then not be able to come home.
That's the biggest thing why we haven't left. She just woke up from her nap. Yeah, that's the biggest reason why we just haven't left is because we can't leave. There's nowhere really to go at the moment. So that's why we're kind of just homebodies at the moment. I hope you guys have been enjoying the home vlogs. I mean, we'd absolutely love to be making travel vlogs for you guys. And the minute that we can, of course we will.
Still sleeping.
She's still sleeping?
Yeah, she just woke up. She's sleepy.
She had a big morning hanging out with her friends.
She did have a big morning. We went on kind of a baby play date. It was very cute because it was so sunny today.
Yeah.
So we had to go out.
And the final question, and then we'll go play with Hunter, is will Tiki Taki feature at the end of every video from now until the end of time asking for a friend?